So when you think about dressing Jeannie, that had to be so much fun for you. I mean, that had to be because you could see your work in progress, so to speak. You could see her hit the stage and everybody loved the
Absolutely.
look. Oh
And
man.
it also to see her evolve and have confidence. A lot of times I kind of pushed her, over the edge a little bit of her comfort zone and said, you're ready, you can do this, because she would always kind of she was always conservative, and so wanted, she was a little hesitant about going too far, but it was amazing. And she grew too
Oh yeah. Well,
into herself.
when Jeannie had broke her femur, that was, but she kept right on moving. I think people were so impressed with the fact that she was not going to discontinue the things she loved the most. Now, when she was seated, and I've always heard this from the old pageant world, they'd say, now the girls stand and do interviews behind a podium. But when I was coming up, you were seated. So we always would pick an outfit that looked really good seated. Did you have to recalculate Jeannie's look when she was seated in the rocking chair doing her comedy shows?
Well, we had to move basically from her skirts to pants,
Mm-hmm.
because because she was nervous about being in high heels too high, because she said, I don't want to go out there and fall.
Right.
So we had to drop her heels down a little bit, and then in the chair she was more in pants. So that was a big change. That was a big shift. So when she stopped wearing skirts, and when she was standing on the stage versus sitting.
And she
So
asked me about that. She said, "What do you think about me sitting in a rocking chair?" And I said, "I would much rather see you seated and you would give me comfort. If you start walking and I know you're not stable, I'm not listening. My attention
right,
is going, oh, don't do that. Oh, no, And she said, that's I don't, not that I gave her the big aha moment, but she said that's a good point. Because you do, when you know somebody is struggling in one way or the other, you always focus on that. But if you know she's comfortable and she's rocking, and
right.
what other person can just sit there and make everybody fall over laughing?
Well, I mean, the way she squirmed around in the chair, I mean, she was amazing how she did that. But that was basically, then when the, we had to get her in flats, probably the last year before she stopped, before the epidemic, she was in flats, and she was much more comfortable. So, it was, you just kind of moved with the situation. So, but I worked with Jeannie for 25 years, and we had a ball.